You made this work, I made this worse. We fell apart 1,000 times, 1,000 times. You moved away, I'm here to stay. I wish I could go back in time, back in time. I'm so sorry that I hurt you so deep. Swear I spent the last few years just trying to change. I'm on my knees and I'm begging you, please. Is there any chance you're thinking about me? If I change my ways, babe, won't you come back to me? Make no mistakes, babe, won't you come back to me? Come back, come back, come back, won't you come back to me? Come back, come back, come back, won't you come back to me? Yeah, I'm a mess, I'm not my best, but I won't stop until you're here, till you're here. You're miles away, it's safe to say. It's almost like you disappeared, disappeared. I'm so sorry that I hurt you so deep. Swear I spent the last few years just trying to change. I'm on my knees and I'm begging you, please. Is there any chance you're thinking about me? If I change my ways, babe, won't you come back to me?
Hello, 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 everyone. My name is Kaii Marie, and welcome to the Healing Element Podcast. It's just me tonight. And so I wanted to have this conversation because of something recently that I was a part of. And because of my experience, I wanted to kind of share this with my subscribers and anyone that may be joining me tonight live or will be joining after that's not on for the live conversation. But if you're here live, welcome, and please give this video a thumbs up and please like and share. So I want to say, pardon my voice if it sounds a little raspy. My body's fighting off something. So I'm not feeling 100% tonight. But as they say, the show must go on. So with that being said, again, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe and also share. So tonight we're going to be talking about our comfort zone and the expectation of others. And the reason why this kind of came up as something I wanted to share is something that personally that I have been I guess I could say experiencing. So last week I was a part of the TikTok challenge. So there's a woman, Kelly, I believe her name is. I had subscribed to this challenge that she had going on. It was a TikTok challenge and also a reel challenge. So basically this was for business owners to help business owners, encourage them to use the platform of TikTok, to use Reels, to understand how it works, to help promote their business. So I joined this challenge and I didn't really know what to expect. I just wanted to know, how do I grow my TikTok channel or my TikTok platform for business purposes, as well as use of my Instagram Reels. So I had to produce videos, and we had to produce a lot of videos. And I was uncomfortable at different points because sometimes it included a little dance, it included music, it included showing a different side of me that, like when we're a silly side that I don't really share, as far as on my business. It's more like with family, with friends, that I share that side of myself. So it was a little scary And I was just like, oh my God, what are people going to say? Like, why is Kaii up here doing this dance? She can't dance. She has no rhythm. What does this have to, like, everything negative I was thinking, what if folks are saying that? And so I thought deeper in that, and I was just like, wow, I'm spending a lot of energy concerned about what other people think when maybe no one's thinking anything. Or maybe someone's like, oh, that's funny, that's cute, or that's, that's hilarious. The other part to it was, and I was recording the video, I wanted to record outside by the pool. And I was so, at first I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go record, have my ring light in my, one day I'm gonna do the behind the scenes of doing these TikTok videos. It's hilarious. The fact that I actually get a video completed and uploaded is amazing. That is crazy in itself. But anyways, I had my ring light. So I was like, I'll go out there. I was feeling confident. I was working on this little dance thing that I had for TikTok. And I got down the stairs. I got in front of my door to my apartment. And I was like, I'm not going out there because someone's going to see me. Someone's going to see me doing this TikTok dance. Then they're going to record me trying to do this dance. And that's what's going to go viral. Me trying to figure out how to do a dance, that's going to go viral, not the video that I'm trying to produce for my business. So I talked myself out of it. So instead, I just went closer to where I live instead of up by the pool area because I thought that would be a nice little backdrop. But I say all of that because it made me think that I was so consumed with what other people who I don't know would maybe, what they would say about me, that I allowed that to stop me from doing something for my business. So I wanted to come to you guys tonight and please drop in the chat if this resonates with you or your thoughts on this. Are there projects in your life? Is there a dream that you have, a vision that you have for your life? And what is stopping you from pursuing it? Like, there's that one thing that you keep putting on the shelf and then say, I'm gonna get to that next year. I'm gonna get to that a month from now, 6 months from now. What is stopping you from saying, you know what? I'm going to start today. And we could say, is it the fear of failure? Like, what if I do this thing, whatever this thing is? And what if it doesn't succeed? What if it flops? Okay, so there could be the fear of that. There could be the fear of what if I can't do it? So maybe for example, say I want to open my own restaurant and I know how to cook. I know how to prepare the meals. I have a whole menu that's ready, but I go live with my restaurant, but it doesn't succeed. Doesn't mean I can't cook. It just means for whatever reason, maybe the menu, maybe how I advertised, maybe somewhere it just kind of missed the mark. And perhaps I had to shut down the restaurant or shut down some type of operation because it did not go to the next level. So there's that fear of, oh my gosh, what if this doesn't work? Then there could be the fear of what if I can't do it? What if I want to start my own business, but I'm afraid that I don't even know how to start, where to start. And what if it doesn't work? What if I don't know enough? That was a big thing for me. I was always afraid that I need to know more. I had to sign up for every training known to man and still questioned my abilities. So there's that aspect of it, believing that maybe I cannot do this thing. And then there's the other part to it. And that's something that I am now really working through within my own self is the fear of what others might think. Now, if that resonates with you, drop me a note in the comments. Do you ever stop pursuing something or going through something because of the fear of what others may say? Now, what others may say could mean, I don't know why you think you can do X, Y, and Z. Or who does she think, or who does he think he is up here trying to start a business? Right? Or I can't believe you leave your job, your good paying job with those benefits to go pursue doing what? Art, dance, whatever, going back to school. So many times what the expectations that others have for us we allow that to dictate how we live our lives. And I say that because how many times have you heard stories of people that have gone in certain career paths because their parents told them to, right? And this is not knocking parents. It's just something that happens where it's, this is a good, stable, no, I'm sorry, I should say it this way. If you go in this X career path, that's a good, stable job. You always have a job. You always have security. And that is important. That is one way to look at it. But if your dream is something different, you could not pursue it because others have set this expectation of you and you believe that that's what you have to go and do. And that can show up in different areas of our lives. It could even be lifestyle, right? Keeping up, how many of you guys have heard of keeping up with the Joneses, needing to have a certain type of appearances? And this is all for the benefit of other people. So when we look at that, we have to think deeper as to why am I allowing others to have such an impact on how I live my life? Because we have one life, right? We have one time on this beautiful planet to fulfill our purpose. And if we don't pursue our purpose because of what others think that we should be doing, then at the end of our life, however that looks like, we may have regret because we didn't pursue the thing because so-and-so said, or so-and-so might say that we shouldn't do a thing. So bring it back to my little TikTok video. So I didn't go out and have the backdrop that I wanted because I was afraid that somebody else may look at what I was doing and look at it and say it's silly. In the grand scheme of things, my goal is what? Increasing my business, increasing my outreach to different people, services, knowing people, so people know about the services that I offer. But I stifled myself because I was worried about what others may think, what others may say. So if this is resonating with you, drop a note in the comments, let me know your thoughts, because this is something that we really have to work through because so many of us, we have such beautiful gifts and talents and dreams and visions for our lives, but because they don't align with what other people may think we should be doing, we don't pursue it. And we make up a story in our head of why we can't go after it. And I think, why don't we make a decision today that no longer will we live our lives through the expectation of others? Because you don't want to look back after all is said and done and say, you know what? I should have opened up that ice cream shop, or I should have done that. We need to do this now while we have the ability to do so. And so what if we fail? So what if it flops belly up? You tried. And guess what? All the people that are saying, look at you and want to poke fun at what you're doing or saying, well, you should be doing something else. What are they doing in their own lives? Are they pursuing their dreams? That's right, Valencia. No regrets. Are they? So my thing is, what I took from this is I need to be so focused. I need to be so focused on what I have been placed on this planet to do that I don't even have the time or the energy to worry about the expectation of other people. Because guess what? They're not doing what they should be doing. Because if they were, they wouldn't be worried about what you're doing. They wouldn't be, because they would be focused on what they have to do for their own lives. So now I said, I'm so afraid of pursuing my deepest dream of making music. Yes. So for you, is the fear, and you don't, answer within yourself. You don't have to, of course, put in the comments, but is it the fear of what others may say? Because sometimes it's like, I got this thing, I'm ready to share it with the world. And then we're like, oh my God, what is the world going to say? Like, is the world going to receive it? What I have to offer? Are they going to see it as this beautiful gift as I see it? Or are they going to make a mockery of it? Are they going to make fun of it? But guess what? That's not my responsibility. Is not for me to make sure. And in a business sense, there is, in some ways, right, I got to make sure I have proper messaging. But within that, my goal is to make sure that I am totally pleasing other people. My goal is to find out why I was placed on this earth and walk that out. Because I got one shot at this. And so amazing, from me just carrying around this ring light, I had like a moment where I was like, hi, you need to get yourself together. You literally are not going to this pool over here because you're scared that somebody may take a video of you and make fun of you. And if it goes viral, who cares? Guess what? They're going to go back to your TikTok page and say, who is this girl that's up here that can't dance? It's me. Do you want to find out how you can live holistically? Right? Turn it around. Okay, I can't dance. That's not the point. My point is I want to show you how you can begin to build healthy relationships with all these different 9 areas of wellness. So if my non-dancing behind got you to this point, and we can work on healing from generational trauma, and we can work from healing from historical trauma and childhood trauma, then so be it. Because that's my end goal. But I got caught up in the, oh my God, what are other people going to say? Oh my God, what are other people going to think? Oh, the thoughts of others. When guess what? No one could have been thinking about it all, just me in my head. That I'm already creating this narrative, this story that other people are going to speak negatively about what I was doing. Valencia says, so inspired, you just answered what I thought was a dilemma. Oh yes, I love it. Yes, go forward. I love it. Nellie says, yes, I'm actually good at it. I fear that I'll try. And you know what? And that's what does stop us, that fear. But just think about it. Think about 5 years from now, right? Or a year from now. Are you going to regret not even trying? And if you fail, right? Say if you fail. And I don't even like saying fail, right? Because it's a learning experience. So say it didn't manifest how you envisioned, but you're like, you know what? I learned from that experience that this is how I need to market myself. As long as you learn from that experience, it's not a failure. As long as you learn from that experience, okay, so I did this wrong because I didn't have enough knowledge. I didn't have enough wisdom. I didn't know what I know to now pursue this, this journey in music that I want to take. But now I know I got to have certain people around me. Now I know I have to have the certain type of equipment. Now I know I need the certain type of marketing. So look at it as a journey. Right? So you're going into music. This is a journey that you're on. And on this journey, you're going to learn so many different facets of what it takes to produce music, singer, songwriter, whatever your dream is in that field. And there may be hiccups on the way, but look at it all as a learning opportunity. Because that's what our whole purpose, right? We come to this earth and yes, we have a purpose, but it's also to have an experience. So you're here to have an experience, and maybe your experience is through showing people to your music. That's an experience that you want to offer people, to hear your words, your songs, your music, right? So you're telling your story and you want other people, maybe it's to reach other people, to inspire other people. That's your purpose. And so you go and pursue that, and say it doesn't, however you envision it doesn't happen immediately, but it doesn't mean a no. It means that, okay, I got to make some adjustments. Okay, and you're growing during that. You're getting stronger during that. You got your blinders on in a sense, because now you're laser focused. Okay, now I know what I got to do so I can get right back out there, because this is your purpose. So if we think of it as we got one shot at this beautiful opportunity called life to live out the purpose that we've been placed on this planet to do, and we got one shot at it, how much more would we invest in that thing? And even if it doesn't hit the mark that we want, like, listen, I got one shot at this. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to do it until I get the outcome that I want, regardless of what other people are saying. Now, I don't say that if someone's giving constructive criticism, then you can take that in. But if someone's just being a negative Nancy, pause. I don't have time for that. I got one shot at this. The expectation of others. But if people keep saying, I'll put it up here so everyone can see. For me, it's people keep saying, what am I doing? And suddenly thinking they know how to do it better. Yes. And then getting mad at me for following your thing. Yes. And that's why, that's that whole thing of others. Because other people will always tell you, even though they may not be doing anything that you're doing, they're in a whole different field than you are, right? But they still know how you need to do what you need to do. Putting those, thank you for your concern. Thank you for what you got to say. And then I got to get right back into my purpose. I'm sorry. And that's what that's what I really got from me carrying around a ring light. From me carrying around my ring light outside, like, I don't want to go up there. I sat with, I was like, Kai, what is wrong with you? Is anybody else really just pressed to record you doing something, or is this just all in your head? And why are you allowing the possible thought that someone may do something stop you from pursuing something that you believe will be a benefit to your business? So let me know if that kind of helps, especially Natalie, what you were saying, the music that you want to do, go do it. And then just know that see, that's the thing. We're always in a learning process. I struggle with how to bring my inner vision outward. Let's put it up here. I struggle with how to bring my inner vision outward. It's so rich and beautiful, and I'm afraid of falling short. And inclusion, what is wrong? Where does that leave me? So the thing is, the fear of falling short. So now we're dealing with our own expectations. So if there's, again, the beauty of what you have, maybe it's writing it down. I would start from here. And this is something that I have done. Especially, I like singing during a cycle. I kind of stopped singing early on in my journey because everything is cyclical and goes through cycles. So when I was on the cycle of my journey of coming to the realization of a lot of junk that I had inside of me that I had to start to release. Okay. And I knew that in order to release this, I had to change my mental of how I thought about myself. So for me, what I had to do was I found, and I know at this point, which is unfortunate, sometimes when we hear affirmations, we're like, oh my God, here we go again with these affirmations. Yes, don't say anything. Don't think negative thoughts. Always think happy thoughts. I'm not saying that. I'm saying is the words that we tell ourselves over and over and over again, we believe. Right. And I was listening to someone earlier and they were saying like, it kind of what we see in the media sometimes is a story will be told over and over and over again until that narrative is start to be believed by the masses. So if we are telling ourselves the same story, so for example, not saying you're doing this, but you have this vision of doing music and the story you keep telling yourself is, what if I fall short? What if I fall short? Oh my gosh, I have all this great, beautiful music. What if I fall short? If that's what's kind of replaying in your head, then that's how you are going to kind of that's what you manifest. And manifest means by not going forward. So what I suggest is what I have done and continue to do, and I need to kind of get back into doing this more, is when I was kind of like fighting through, I always like fighting for my life. I was like, girl, you got to get this together, get this life together. So what I had to do is I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I don't really like who I am. I think I'm not smart enough, good enough, right? I had all these negative things I was telling myself. So what I did is I made a list of what I wanted to be. And I said those things. I am intelligent. I am smart. I love all of whatever it is that I did not believe. And I said those things every single day. In the morning, during the day, if I had a moment where I was feeling down about myself, I would say those words. And at first, I didn't have it memorized. So I had a little paper by my desk. This is when I was working in an office setting, and I would flip it, a little piece of paper, and I would read it. That is what because I knew that I had to stop cycling these negative thoughts, and I had to start cycling these positive thoughts. And it wasn't that I was trying to, act as if these negative voices or thoughts weren't there. But if I was putting more energy into those negative thoughts, that's what I was going to continue to manifest. So I had to transfer that energy to something in a positive way, or energy, awareness, attention, however you want to say it. I had to transfer it to something else. And that something else was the positive. Now, in doing that, I still had to work through things, right? And so part of that growth of saying these positive things about myself, that meant that I had to start learning how to set proper boundaries, because my goal was to become that person that I had on that list of believing in myself, trusting myself, loving myself. To get to that person, there were steps that I had to take along the journey. So it's not like I'm just saying these words, but I'm not changing. Because as you start to say these words, then you will get those, tests that come up to say, okay, how much do you believe this? Now here's your chance to show and prove. Does this make sense? So to show and prove means, okay, I can't continue to behave this way. I have to start making some changes into how I respond and react to certain things, because I'm trying to be like that list of that I had in my little document over there that I kept checking out to say these positive words of affirmation over and over again. So for you, Natalie, maybe it's saying, I will not fall short. I am a performer, entertainer. I can perform in front of any crowd. People receive my music. And you say that in front of the mirror. And inside you may be like, I don't believe a word I'm saying. Inside you could be like, no one's going to show up at my performance. But that's okay, because what you're doing is all the energy that you were putting into that other mode of thought, you're now transferring all your attention to, no, this is what's going to happen, because this is your purpose, right? This is your journey. So you want to put your energy and your awareness and your attention into manifesting that which you were placed on this earth. And those other negative thoughts will come. So it's not trying to say that those negative thoughts will not, surely they will come, but it doesn't mean that you have to focus on them. You have a choice. And that's one thing is I think sometimes, and I speak for myself in this, sometimes I think those negative thoughts come and I think I don't have a choice not to think that. We always have a choice. And sometimes, right, we'll have someone that comes into our life, and maybe when we're having one of those days where we're pretty harsh on ourselves and thinking we can't do it, and someone will come and say, yeah, you're right, you can't do that. I've been trying to tell you, you need to let that thing go. But again, you have a choice if you want to listen to that person. And they can say that, and you can be like, yeah, no, I'm going to do this. Thanks. So what are you doing with your life? I tell you, listen, if you are busy pursuing your own dreams, you don't have time to be worried about what other people are doing. You don't. So yes, when you are looking to pursue something that's different or outside of your comfort zone, which for me, for example, doing these TikTok videos and doing little dances, totally outside my comfort zone. But I'm like, you know what? As being a business owner, there'll be many times where I'm going to have to step outside my comfort zone. There's going to be many times where I'm going to have to step in front of people and maybe in front of a crowd that may not be, I don't know, maybe they don't really want to hear the message I have to give, or they may think, well, who is this person? But I can't be consumed with that, because I have to be laser focused on my purpose of why I'm here. And so, and again, that's not to say that I'm not listening to constructive criticism, but it's like, you know what? Again, one life. And who are we going to allow negative thoughts to stop us from living what we want to live, that dream, carrying the vision out that we have for our lives? Now, let's see what we're okay with time. So if this message resonates with you, and hopefully I'm not too all over the place. But if this message resonates with you, please give this video a thumbs up, and please share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And also please subscribe to the channel. So I'll give an example. On my journey, I was in the political circle for my whole career. Like I was a poli-sci major, started working on political campaigns, working in government, and I started to kind of climb that ladder, if you will. And then I came to a point where I was like, you know what? I'm seeing some of the folks that are kind of at that higher level, which I was striving to, and they don't seem happy. Like they work a lot. And I was already working a lot. And I was just like, I'm going to have to even work. I'm going to have to work even harder. And I don't even know if my heart is in this. Like, I don't even know if I really want this thing that I thought I had to pursue, being that continue to kind of climb up this ladder. So the decision, my husband and I, my fiance at the time, but now husband, we made a decision like, you know what, we have to figure out this work-life balance. Like, where are we happy with the life that we have? What do we want out of this? Again, at the end of the day, when we sit back and look at our lives, are we going to have regret? And so we're like, you know what, maybe we need to make some changes. So we moved to North Carolina. We left Connecticut, moved to North Carolina. I quit my job. I was making a decent salary, quit my job, and started my own business in a new city, new state, no connections. And we were planning a wedding. And so outside looking in, that was like, what type of decision did y'all just make? Inside looking out, what type of decision did we just make? But it was something that we had to do, that we felt was necessary, once again, on this planet for a reason. When that moment arrives that you can go out and pursue that which you were placed on this earth, go for it. Will there be sacrifice? Yes. But how much more is that sacrifice when you're looking back and saying, man, why didn't I just do it? Why did I allow other people to talk me out of it? Right? So there were people like, why are you leaving your job? Good job, benefits. You're moving right up that ladder. A higher level executive position could have been available to you. And you're doing all that to basically start over. And I had to work through those feelings within my own self. And there was the fear of failure with starting a business. And it also was like the fear of like, what are other people going to say about me leaving a job and starting a wellness business, completely different from the work that I was doing full time. The other part to it was with having a wellness business, my business, Kaii Marie LLC, it's about my life. So I have to be pretty transparent about things that I have gone through, traumas that I've gone through and experienced, but how will that impact other people? Usually when we tell our story, somebody else is gonna get impacted. So then there was that fear. What are people gonna say? How am I gonna be perceived? There's that whole bit. But then it all goes back to, and this is something that I have to remind myself, is of my why. Why am I doing this? I'm not doing this to air dirty laundry. I'm doing this because I was able to begin to heal myself, and I want to show others how they can do the same. So when we get laser focused on our why, then the voices of others, it starts to become very dim. So today, right, I did a TikTok video. I didn't go by the pool, but I did do a TikTok video. And I went outside, and those thoughts came again of somebody could be watching you and saying that you look ridiculous. I was like, but you know what? That's not my why. My why is that the message that's in this video will resonate with someone and can help them begin to transform their life. And if it goes viral, people are going to go back to my page and say, oh, shoot, I can heal. Oh, shoot, there's something called generational trauma, inherited trauma, historical trauma. Oh, these are the steps I can begin to heal from the traumas of my past. This is how I can begin to break patterns of negative behavior. That's my why. So all of this, right, came out of me walking around outside with a ring light. And that probably looked ridiculous in itself. You know, be just walking around a ring light being like, I don't know, I can't, people are going to look at me weird. So be it. We can't live our lives how others think we should live our lives. Because we got one shot at this. And if we're so focused, once again, on what we have going on, we don't have time to listen to the chatter. So I'm going to challenge myself. How about this? How about we challenge each other? So if you're watching live or if you're watching after the live broadcast, I'm going to challenge myself tomorrow, right? Stepping outside my comfort zone. I'm not caring what other people think. I'm going to take my ring light to the pool, right? And I'm going to do a TikTok video. That is outside my comfort zone. That is me really not caring what other people are going to think, are going to say, and I'm going to post it. Now I'm saying this because you can go to my TikTok and see if that's happened or not. My TikTok account is Kaii Marie _LLC. And I'm going to also post it on my reels. So my Instagram is Kaii Marie _LLC for Instagram. So I'm going to do that. So what's the one thing right now that you can put it in the comment box or write it down, put it somewhere in the comment box or write it down somewhere so that you can see it. Because right now we're going to say the thing that we're going to do, and you can do it tonight or tomorrow. That is, yes, it's stepping outside your comfort zone. Yes, other people may say, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Da, da, da. Remember, if they were busy doing what they had to do for their purpose, they wouldn't be worried about what you're doing for your purpose. So think about that anytime that chatter comes. So what's the one thing that you are going to commit to doing? And don't say, oh, it's too little. Listen, I'm going to be outside with a ring light. To somebody, that may be nothing. That may be like, child, I do that all the time. For me, that's major. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to post it tomorrow. So what is the one thing that you're going to do that's going to step outside your comfort zone? And it proves that you do not live your life based on the expectation of others. So let that sink in, let it marinate, think about it. What is that one thing, just one thing you got to do? It doesn't have to be a big thing, just one thing. It could be, I'm going to tell people I write music, because maybe that's something that you did secret, kind of to yourself, didn't let anyone know because you were afraid that's how others may, what others may say. So whatever that thing is, we're going to do it. And if you do it, I don't know if there's a way we can do this, but if you do it, if you post it on social media, just tag me so I can show support. So whatever that thing is, tag me and I can show you support. I'll put my IG in here. I want us to not live our lives through the expectation of others. We got one life, we got one shot at this, and we want to live life without any regrets. Sounds good? Okay, we got one, Valencia. Yes, I'm going to do an unplanned live because yes. And let me know the time. I will be there and I'm going to support you. Do the live. I'll be checking out. Is it going to be on Instagram? Let me know where it's going to be so that way I can make sure I catch it. We are stepping outside our comfort zone because we are going to live our purpose regardless of what other people may think, may feel, not my problem. My problem is if I live my life for others. My problem is when I look back, right, over my life and yes, what is this? Kimani, I'm going to post an Amazon ad because I'm terrified. Yes. And let me know when you do so I can show support. I love it. What else are we going to do? Anybody else listening? What are you going to do to step out your comfort zone? And we don't care what other people may think because of our why. Kimani is an author, and she's stepping outside of her comfort zone. She wrote, I believe, 2 books, right, Kimani? Wrote 2 books. And there could have been people along the way that were like, oh, you want to write? Blah, blah, blah. Listen, not my problem what you got to say. I'm on my purpose. I'm on my mission. I don't have time. I got to do what I got to do for the life that I want to live. 4 books. Hello, 4 books. She's the author of 4 books. So Kimani, put your website in the comment box so that way people that are watching live or later that they can be able to check out your work or your Instagram, because you also do the live readings. So people can check your work out. Yes, congrats. That's what it's about. I love it. Who else is going to, okay, Valencia. Yes, and you're going to go on Instagram. Yes. So we are going to do this. We are going to step outside our comfort zone. We are not going to be consumed with the expectations, the thoughts, the whatever of other people, because our why, we are about our purpose, our vision that we have for our lives, and we want to live a life without any regrets. No regrets. Beautiful. I love it. So if you are, if this video resonates with you, please give this video a thumbs up. Please like and share with other people that maybe other people in your family, in your social network, friends, your partner, maybe there are dreams and visions that they have. And okay, here's Kimani's work. Valencia, also your work too, if you want to post your information too, so we can show support for you as well. All about stepping outside our comfort zone. I'm excited. So yeah, so we are doing this because we have to. We have to do why we were placed on this earth. We don't want to look back and say woulda, shoulda, coulda. We're going to pursue it. We're going to get the life that we want. Because again, if all these people that be telling you what you should be doing, or all up in your business, like, well, she used to do that. And you remember she used to be doing this. Listen, that means that they don't have enough going on in their own lives. That they're so consumed with yours. So let them talk and let them watch while you build and manifest your dreams, your vision, your purpose. Let them talk. Right? We can't be concerned with what others say. We cannot be concerned because we're on our way. Yay. And let me tell you, this literally came out of the ring light of me needing to do a TikTok video. And I was just like, yo, I'm really not doing this because of other people who I don't even know, who may or may not think what I'm doing looks ridiculous. I made a whole story in my head of a video I didn't do, went viral, and people made fun of it. Made a whole story. And that whole fake story stopped me from actually doing the video. No, I can't live life that way. and be a business owner, right? Because as from what I'm seeing, many of us out here who are listening live are business owners or maybe looking to pursue business. You're going to do things that people may not agree with. As a leader, as a business owner, as the person in charge, you're going to have to make decisions that may not be popular. And you can't go off of the feelings, the words or what have you of other people. You have to do what's best for your business. You have to do what's best for your purpose. You have to do what's best for your why. And everybody's not going to get it. And I can't expect other people to understand my why because they haven't walked in my shoes. They haven't walked in my path. They don't know the life I lived, and they don't know what it took me to get to this point. So therefore, they can definitely stand on the sidelines and say, this is what you should be doing. It's easy to do that when you're not in the game. When you're in the game, it's a little bit different. So we are going to, tonight, we have committed to ourselves to making a decision, right? So we made a decision, and that all that negative thoughts, right? We're redirecting that energy or that awareness of the negative. And instead, we're going to focus on the positive. A big purpose for me, let's see what we have here, is to own my own body and love regardless of beauty standards. I'm going to go out tomorrow in a beautiful short skirt. You better do that. Yes. Getting comfortable with ourselves. I love it. So we're going to do that. We're going to wrap up our podcast tonight a little bit different. Usually I have a guest on, but I actually thought this was kind of fun, just having a chat like this. I really enjoyed it because usually when I have a guest on, there's a certain set of questions that we have to go over. So I'm really focused on that. But this was awesome to really be able to connect and have this type of dialogue. So I love it. And I think I want to do this actually more, a little bit more frequently than I have in the past, because this is wonderful. And guess what, guys? This is all breaking patterns. Because I say that because when we stop pursuing something, yes, Lindsay, you got it. You know I support you. The thing is when we stop pursuing a vision or dream that we have for ourselves because of maybe fear of failure or the expectation of others, that shows up in other areas of our lives. So we could find that we're a people pleaser. We could find in other areas that we put other people thinking, so, oh, thank you. Yes, I love it. Yay, we are stepping outside our comfort zone. Yes, I appreciate you too. We got one life to live, right? But what I was saying is that when it's talking about in business or this dream that we have, or this vision that we have for ourselves, you know, there's a pattern to it, right? So it could pop up in other areas of life. Like I said, you could find yourself being a people pleaser in your relationship. You could find yourself putting other people ahead of you, or you're putting people up on pedestals and saying, man, I wish I was like them, or, you know, they have this and I don't have that, or comparing maybe body, a different body type than your body type, or what have you. So there's a pattern to that. So the beautiful thing about this is once you recognize the pattern, so the pattern for me, right, that I was worried about what other people may say or think, that pattern for me has been in my life of me thinking I'm not good enough. People pleaser. That's how that pattern runs for me. So I've been working through the people pleaser. I've been working through putting folks on pedestals, comparing myself to other people. But guess what? It's all a cycle. So now this cycle is now coming up in my business. First, it was are you smart enough? Are you good enough? Can you start a business? Can you run a business? Do you know that whole thing, right? So working through that. Who cares? I'm going to keep going. I'm going to manifest this work. I'm putting the work in. But then guess what? When I have to start upping my social media game and showing a different side of me, it started to come right back around. Am I good enough to do this? What if somebody laughs at me? What if this isn't funny? What if? And so I just want you to see there's a pattern. So while you have decided that this is the thing that I'm going to do, just take a moment to reflect in your quiet time. Is this a pattern in other areas of my life? And if it is, commit. You don't have to do that now, but after you do your thing tomorrow or tonight, this is the thing that I'm doing because I'm stepping outside my comfort zone and I don't care what other people say or think. Are there other areas in your life that also need to be addressed in that same manner? Right? Are you setting up healthy boundaries? I could not set up a healthy boundary if my life depended on it. I had to learn how to start doing that. So just see if there's other patterns that exist that you can begin to break those patterns, and you do that step by step by step. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate you very much. Again, if this video was helpful to you, please give this video a thumbs up. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Healing Element Podcast. And make sure you hit the notification bell to know when, anytime I go live on this platform. And make sure you join me next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will be pretty soon showing you guys who I will be bringing on. Will have guests on next Tuesday. But I will have more of these type of videos where we can just kind of have a dialogue and work through different areas in our lives so that we can be the highest version of ourselves, that we can live out our purpose, so that one day when we're sitting back in that rocking chair, right? And let's say Kimani's like, yeah, I've been the bestseller, New York Times bestseller for X amount of years, right? Now you're doing the master classes now about writing, Valencia, with your work that you're doing around nutrition. You've put on these wonderful events, healing events, and people all over the world are appreciative of your work and seeing the health benefits. And Natalie, with your music is going out there, and you can talk about the one time that you went on a live on a podcast and said, I don't know if I can do this. And then you're producing your music and you have your own platform and you're showing the world the gift that you have. So all of these are stepping stones, right? So we have made a commitment. I trust that we're going to carry it out. Yes, speak that into an existence. Yes, yes, yes. We got to put our energy in the areas that we want to manifest. So you guys have a fabulous night. I am hyped. I'm really excited. I am definitely going to do my little video tomorrow, and I'm going to post it. I'll have my little ring light by the pool. And if people are watching, I won't care. Because why? I am about my purpose. So you guys have a fabulous night. And I hope you join me next Tuesday right here on the Healing Element Podcast. To learn more about me and my services, please visit KaiiMarie.com. And also go to my Instagram page. Also, I have an event coming up on August 26th, I think it is. You can go to my Facebook page. It's called Journey to Self-Love. I'll be talking about your relationship with the 9 areas of wellness. We'll go through all that, and we'll talk about how to develop healthy relationships with those 9 areas. And also, we're going to be doing some journaling. We're going to do some meditation. We're going to do some burning away and getting stuff healed and letting stuff go. So if you are down with that, please make sure that you register for that event. I think it's on the 26th, but I will tag it in this video so y'all can check it out. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I look forward to seeing all of the posts about you stepping outside your comfort zone. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night.